Before we begin our video for today, I just wanted to draw your attention to a couple of housekeeping items. The first one is, of course, the achievements and contest page where the Dungeon Fog team have announced that they are going to be introducing a shipwreck asset pack for everybody who logs on to Dungeon Fog from the 18th of April to the 23rd. Now, you'll want to make sure that you come to this page in particular to claim that. This box right here will unlock, or whenever you're watching this video will already be unlocked, and you simply click to claim these new shipwreck assets that are going to be coming out over the next few days over the Easter long weekend. Another thing I wanted to draw your attention to is the major update changes that they are planning in the next couple of weeks, specifically with the campaign manager and with the live editing that's going to be coming out. So of course, there'll be a tutorial video on that, so don't you worry. I am paying very close attention to these changes and will be recording videos on how these operate. So, just to draw your attention to the new asset packs that are coming out soon, if you make sure to claim them during the Easter long weekend, and the new updates that can be coming out in the beginning of May, so stay tuned for those, and back to the video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dungeon Fog once again. In this video, I'm going to be showing you very quickly the new asset pack that is going to be coming out on April 25th, and that is vehicles. What vehicles specifically? Well, if you look down in our asset library and come under flavor, you'll notice that vehicles are now here. So a very good assortment of vehicles to choose from a variety of different time periods that are reflective in the asset packs and flavor packs that you can make your maps from within Dungeon Fog itself. So this was just a quick little map that I put together a while back that I released and thought, you know what, this would be a good time to jump back into this and maybe spruce it up a bit. This is just my little take of trying to play around with streets, how to get some streets going, with pools of various depths using the brush tool and the coloring feature under the brush tool to change the different styles and depths of the pools themselves. And you can see some of the assets here. The one thing that I'm particularly proud of is if you look over here. So what I've done here is I've actually used the smoke asset to actually have it coming out of the exhaust pipes of the fire truck itself. So it looks as if the fire truck is actually speeding off towards an emergency. And ahead of it is the ambulance with its siren on, and the fire truck has its siren on. And I just used signal lights and just boosted their luminosity and enhanced their color through the dynamic lighting tool. So these particular assets kind of combine a few different tools together to create something that, in my opinion, looks kind of neat. It's very hard to show movement of something on a static image like this. So when you have something like Dungeon Fog, or even just any map in general, it's very hard to show objects in motion. You can kind of see I've done a little bit of that here with these two cars pulling out of the parking lot, but combining even just a little bit of touch of smoke in the area where the exhaust pipes would be, now you almost can see what looks like objects in motion. All in all, a fairly simple map, not something that I've spent a lot of time putting together. It just kind of seemed like something I wanted to mess around with. There were some cool features that I wanted to try, and again, with the new vehicle asset pack that's out now, this would be a great map for me to go back to try to enhance it a little bit more. Case in point, the ambulance and fire truck up here, which I am particularly proud of. For those of you who've been following my map releases in Dungeon Fog, this may look fairly similar. I did release a while ago an office-like building with a reception area and a lobby and basement and everything, but the Cyberpunk asset pack, when it came out, gave me an opportunity to try something really different with my just generic apartment buildings. Well, now I get to create something that uses some asset packs elsewhere and combine them into something that looks really cool. And I've been working on building a cyberpunk cybernetic enhanced production facility. So, if we look up here at the top, you can see that I've created sort of a receiving area, and using a lot of the sci-fi transportation assets, I've created a conveyor belt system using some metal stairs so workers can climb over the conveyor belts as they go, workstations so that new shipments can be examined and maybe pulled off if there is any damage before being shipped up into the facility proper. Of course, feet and body scanners before entering the production and receiving facility. And if we jump up a level, you can actually see how this system allows containers to go through the conveyor belt system, reach a scanner, and then be coded off and colored differently. And this is all depending on how they get separated based on what part is being utilized. This isn't a finished product by a long shot. I've got a long way to go, but I just wanted to give you guys a sense of what I've been up to with the Cyberpunk asset pack. So I encourage you to play around with different styles and different asset varieties to see how you can really diversify your map and make them something that stands out a little bit more than just using all the assets within a single flavor pack. So thank you very much for watching. As always, if there's any questions or comments, leave them for me down below, and I will get back to them as soon as I possibly can. Stay tuned for my board gaming videos. They are coming. I appreciate your patience, your support, your views, and everything related to the growth of my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.